Okay, hi everybody. Hello Debbie2Scooter. Hello Captain Lee Fan. I don't know how to get this background off, okay? So if anybody has any ideas of how I'm supposed to get this background off of the Zoom, that would be appreciated. That would be great. I've gone out and come back in. It's ridiculous. Now let me make sure my volume is not all messed up because every 2 minutes my volume keeps getting lowered, so I don't know what is happening to the Zoom. Let's see. No, it's up. Okay. So you should be able to see me. See me. Oh my gosh, hear me. Okay. Anyway, we're going to talk about some true crime headlines, and then we're going to read some legal documents about my lawsuit. Okay? So that you can understand, because all that's been circulating online has been coming from the other side, and it's been fraught with a lot of commentary that's biting and malicious and all of that. And we're not going to do that. We're going to read the documents so that you know what's going on this side of it. Because we are going towards a trial. March 8th, we'll have a trial date. And we want you to know what's going on with us and, you know, why we need support for this trial. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. But first, I'm going to make sure that we're live on YouTube before I find out, because I just hear my thing going off, and I want to make sure that I'm live. Okay, I am. You can hear me? Yes, yes. You saying what is this? Oh, Scooter said number 1. I thought she was like, look up like White Angel if there's something going on. Okay. So let's just take a look at what's going on, and then we'll get into this legal document. And I did take a small look at what's up online. I don't see anything like major, you know, the normal stuff. I mean, I shouldn't say normal, but it's kind of what's been getting to be or feel normal, right, for us. So there's supposed to be a new Netflix binge watching crime thriller. Has anybody heard 10 out of 10? Just wondering. It says that since its release, the show has taken social media by storm. Viewers have praised it for its gripping storytelling and suspenseful pacing. So I don't know. Let me know if what makes the breakthrough stand out. I don't know. It's a must watch. Anybody watching it 10 out of 10? Let me know. Just saying. Okay, and now let's go on to now this is unbelievable. Somebody reaches the age of 97 years old, right? And we're seeing these people reach these ages, 97 years old, and they get murdered by family members. It's crazy. But let's see what this is about. Sacramento Sheriff's Office, okay? News release. It says, yesterday afternoon, Sacramento County Sheriff's Office North Patrol deputies responded to a residence on the 4200 block of American Drive after neighbors called for a welfare check on the 97-year-old woman who lived in that house. She lived alone. She had not been seen or heard for a couple of days. Upon their arrival, the elderly female's 40-year-old grandson, Brian Wiggins, the guy you see on the screen there, and his girlfriend, 31-year-old Dasha Beckwith, answered the door. Wiggins told detectives his grandmother had just gotten in an Uber to visit his father, who was in an assisted living facility. Deputies observed a section of carpet that had been removed, okay, along with several safes in the living room that appeared to have been broken into, and the home appeared to have been ransacked. Concern for the physical welfare of the elderly residents, both Wiggins and Beckworth were detained. Deputies continued to search inside the residence. They didn't find anything, relating to the woman there. Deputies searched a vehicle parked inside the garage, which was registered to Wiggins. It was there they made a gruesome discovery. The victim's deceased body was in the trunk of the vehicle. Sheriff's homicide detectives and crime scene investigators responded on the scene, and they interviewed witnesses, and they learned that Wiggins and Beckwith forced their way inside the home. They were looking for a place to stay. When the victim told them to leave, Wiggins beat his grandmother to death, 97 years old. He and Beckwith then placed her body in the trunk of his vehicle. Wiggins and Beckwith were both formally arrested and charged with murder, and Beckwith for burglary and accessory after the fact. Both were booked into the Sacramento County Main Jail and are scheduled to appear in court on January 28th. The victim's identity will be made available by the Sacramento County Coroner's Office in accordance with their protocols. So 97 years old, and she gets beaten to death by her grandson. It's just like, I'm telling you, it's just crazy, right? And Dazsha, let's put Dazsha's picture up there. Unbelievable. Somebody said, so heartbreaking. I literally drive past her home every day from work. I saw news and crime scene tape and police, and I knew something terrible happened. My heart goes out to the family. I hope they never see the light of day. And ain't no way that man is 40. He looks about 50. Clearly he's on drugs. He looks like he's knocking on death's door. Prayers for her loved ones. Disgusting. They deserve exactly the same. That's so bad and evil. Hard to believe folks would do that. Our family suffered a similar loss. Be careful who you trust. Absolutely horrifying. The level of demented evil that can exist is mind-boggling. Unbelievable. 97 years old. Unbelievable. Okay. Let me go back here. Now there's another Amber Alert. I don't know if they found this little boy. Let me see. He's believed to have been taken by his uncle. Again, I'd rather err on the side of caution. Err on the side of caution if he... Let's see. So I'm just going to put it out there. Because I don't see an update on there 8 hours ago, and I don't see an update on the Facebook page. Hold on, let me just grab it. I want to just put it out there. Like I said, I'd rather... it's someone says, oh, they found him, than not show the little boy. Look at the little boy over here. And Jason Irwin Vasquez, date of birth 2/3/2000, fugitive. Jason Vasquez is wanted for kidnapping case in reference to an incident which occurred on Saturday, January 25th, when 15-month-old Mateo Vasquez was taken from 15023 Greenstone Drive, Houston, Texas. The Harris County Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit is seeking the community's assistance. Anyone with information concerning the whereabouts of Jason Vasquez is asked to contact the Harris County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. And that's 713-221-6000. Now, the homicide, that either means what? He killed someone and took the child? Someone says that's his nephew. I'm sure the baby's fine. There is a relative who was trying to protect him from, I don't know. Who's saying that? Child wasn't in danger with the mom. The dad went to jail, so the uncle took the child. There's all kinds of comments here. Hopefully the uncle will not harm this child, but I don't know what he did before that the homicide unit is seeking. What's that about? I'm just wondering why the homicide unit is in this. I'm trying to look at these comments to see if there's anything. Someone said, here, I don't know any details, so let me spout off of my ill-informed, stupid opinions. Okay, well, let's hope the little boy is found and that he's not harmed in any way. That's terrible, and I hope this guy didn't hurt anybody else in the family. Okay. And okay, this is kind of crazy, so I've got to see what this is about, because it says that the police accidentally dropped someone off at a bus station who was charged with murder. So we've got to see what the heck this is about. In Louisiana, it says a man charged with murder was accidentally dropped off at the Baton Rouge, Louisiana Greyhound bus station along with other inmates who were legitimately scheduled to be released. East Carroll Parish Prison authorities dropped Christopher Davis off at the Baton Rouge Greyhound bus station on Friday. Davis was being held at the East Carroll Detention Center on charges of murder since December 5th of 2024. Davis allegedly shot DeAndre Duncan, 37, after an argument in the 8800 block of Edwin Street in Baton Rouge on December 10th of 2022. Now, okay, December 2010, 2022, and he's been held since December 5th of 2024, 2 years later. Okay. Davis was being transported to East Baton Rouge Parish Prison, according to the district attorney, Hillary Moore. Along with Davis were multiple prisoners who were being released at the bus station. However, neither East Baton Rouge sheriff's officers nor the district attorney's office were aware of Davis's transfer. Davis is not scheduled for court in East Baton Rouge Parish until March 17th. It's unclear why he was being moved 2 months prior to his court date. The media spoke with Davis's family, who expressed their concern for their safety. We're worried about him because that's my son. Why wouldn't we be worried about their kids if they love them, said one family member. Davis's family had no knowledge of his accidental release until law enforcement arrived at their residence searching for him, and they're confused about how it could happen. And let's see, a family member of his said, and I quote, "Why'd y'all let him out in the first place? Y'all telling us he was not supposed to be released, but he was released. Y'all made a big hiccup. When your protocol is to take the van and drive him to the EBR Parish Prison, and the prison releases him, but you let him out on the bus station. He didn't escape. Y'all let him out." Okay, end quote. Multiple agencies are on the search for Davis, including the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force. Anyone with information on Davis's whereabouts is advised to call 911 or EBRSO's office. Okay. So yeah, they let him out at the bus station. All right, everybody out. Unbelievable. Okay, we have an Indiana story here. Hold on. There we go. An Indianapolis man was arrested on Saturday after he assaulted a 14-year-old boy solely because the kid was on a motorized bike. Jason Harrell told police he yelled at the boy about the habitual behavior of being a kid on a bike, but denied shoving and hitting him. However, the entire exchange was caught on video. In the video, the boy is sitting on his bike on the side of the street by a mailbox when a white van rushes up beside him. The driver starts screaming expletives at the boy. "Tell your effing stupid dad to effing talk to me," he screams from inside his van. "I see you on my GD street again. I'm gonna F you up. Get the F out of here." The driver then guns the van for a few feet, stops, gets out, slams the door, and says, "You effing understand?" The boy replies, "Yes, sir." And then he says, "Get the F off my street." He calls the boy a MFer, and he shoves him into the snow. The boy meekly says, "Sorry." And the guy looks like he punches him. He says, "I see you on the effing street again. I'm going to kill you and your dad. You understand? You under effing stand? Get the F on this bike and get the F out of here right effing now." The timestamp on the video is around 3:20 p.m. on Saturday. Police arrived at 3:40. The boy's mother told them that Harold frequently got upset with kids playing in the neighborhood, and this time he went too far. Harold told police that children riding bikes were an ongoing issue which plagued the entire neighborhood, although it's not clear that anyone besides Harold had a problem. Harold was charged with intimidation, with threat to commit a forcible felony, and 2 counts of battery resulting in bodily injury. Unbelievable. What's going on with that guy that he's like that freaked out about a kid riding a freaking bike? Get a grip. How are things at home? Not good? Wow. That's just crazy. All right, let's go here. Dear. That's your state scooter. Okay. This is more that, people have to learn how to resolve things, right? They have to. This is really bad. A thermostat shouldn't, a landlord allegedly fatally shoots a tenant because they were arguing over a thermostat. Yeah, Florida. Adam Lewis Anson shot and killed his 57-year-old tenant after allegedly trying to enter his unit and change the thermostat. So now he's facing murder charges. So, yeah, just think about this. You're upset about a thermostat. So you kill him, and now you're going to go to prison, or maybe in Florida you get the death penalty. I don't know what you're going to get. Put to death in the electric chair? That makes a lot of sense there. What's his name? Anson? Adam. The arrest report said Adam Lewis Anson, 37 years old, and this is your life now, was charged with murder, and the 57-year-old has no more life on this earth, after he allegedly shot his tenant, identified as 57-year-old Carlos Alberto Gonzalez. The arrest report states that deputies from Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office responded to the scene in Westchester, about 12 miles outside of downtown Miami, at 8 a.m. Saturday, January 25th. And per the police report, Adam Anson approached Gonzalez's apartment located on the same property as his own house. Okay, this was the property. Holding a semi-automatic pistol, and he knocked on the window trying to gain access to the unit. Anson allegedly wanted to change the hallway thermostat. When Gonzalez opened his door, the 37-year-old forced his way inside the apartment and began punching him unprovoked. The landlord allegedly dragged Gonzalez outside of the apartment to the property's backyard, and he shot the 57-year-old several times in the head. Following the shooting, Anson went inside the apartment, changed the temperature back, before going into his own house and calling 911. During the 911 call, Anson told operators that Gonzalez tried to hit him, and he claimed that the shooting was in self-defense. When deputies arrived on the scene, they found Gonzalez with multiple gunshot wounds, and he was transported to a hospital where he later died. According to the booking records, Anson was taken into custody on January 25th and faces charges of second-degree murder and burglary with armed assault or battery. He is set to appear in court tomorrow, January 27th. And happy birthday to Debbie D. Happy birthday, Debbie D. Happy birthday to you. We tried to sing to you in the Zoom. We'll sing to you later, either in the Zoom or on the Zoom tomorrow. Later today. Okay, they should have a course in school where they have those workbooks. Here's the landlord. The landlord's going to the door. He has a gun, a semi-automatic pistol in his hand. He wants to change the thermostat. What's wrong with this picture? I mean, it's just crazy. Okay, this 37-year-old that was so incensed, whatever, about the thermostat. Now what? Now what? Unbelievable. Okay. And here's another guy. This guy was trying to help kids. Okay. 47-year-old Jonathan Trent. He was shot after he witnessed a robbery and attempted to stop the two teenagers in Oregon. And they've been arrested on murder and robbery charges after they allegedly shot a man who was trying to stop them from robbing a grocery store. So it was a Fred Meyer grocery store in Portland's Hazelwood neighborhood around 3:50 p.m. local time, January 13th. Following reports of a robbery and gunshots, Portland Police Bureau arrived on the scene. Outside the store, the officers found 47-year-old Jonathan Trent on the ground. He had sustained a gunshot wound and was quickly taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. The medical examiner announced soon after that the cause of death was homicide from a gunshot wound. Initial investigations suggest that Trent was shot after he witnessed a robbery and attempted to stop the suspect. In an update shared on January 23rd, police announced that they had arrested 3 boys, including a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, each of whom were facing murder and robbery charges, and a third 15-year-old, who police say the other 2 suspects were arrested for a separate January 1st robbery. 15 years old, 16 years old. What the hell? Police also believe the 16-year-old was involved in a string of 4 other robberies that took place in the area during the first week of January. Unbelievable. Throughout the course of the investigation, we were able to identify 5 events that were related to this group. This type of crime with these youths is fairly uncommon. Unfortunately, guns are available in this community, and it's deeply concerning to see youth of this age. All 3 boys, whose identity has not been released, are being held at the Donald D. Long Juvenile Detention Center. Trent's family has since opened up about his death on a GoFundMe page, which has surpassed its $25,000 goal to help his son and his son's mother in the wake of his death. John was a man of warmth, kindness, and joy who brought light to everyone around him. He was a constant presence at the pool, supporting his son and inspiring our community with positivity and a generous spirit, the fundraising page states. His loss has left a profound void in our hearts and in the lives of those who knew him. Unbelievable. Now, on another note, we did watch It Ends With Us, Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. think it was a good movie. I think you wouldn't know about the controversy from watching the movie, but it seems like everybody's been getting into it. And now the author, Hershey, inactivated her Instagram on January 22nd. Colleen Hoover is stepping back from social media and the legal drama between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Fans of the author realize that her Instagram account is currently inactive. Her decision to step back follows the current legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. The movie was based on her best-selling 2016 novel about Lily Bloom, which was played by Blake Lively, and her boyfriend turned husband, Ryle Kincaid, played by Baldoni. When it turns abusive in their relationship, the film was directed by Baldoni, and it was in theaters in August of 2024. Months after the summer release, Blake Lively filed a sexual harassment complaint against Baldoni, and he fired back with his own $400 million lawsuit. Okay. The day after Lively filed her complaint, the author filed, Blake Lively, you have been nothing but honest, kind, supportive, and patient since the day we met. So never change, never will. But since Baldoni brought back this lawsuit, she's just deactivated her account. And, it seems like Blake Lively brought a lot of people from the movie against Baldoni, and that's said because of her and her husband's level of celebrity, and didn't allow him to appear, at the premieres. He had to be in a separate premiere. It was terrible what happened. You read it and it's just really terrible. Plus, Baldoni is the one that bought the rights for the book, and she just kind of cut him out. It's a ridiculous mess, what it is. And they're saying it's going to get a lot nastier before anyone settles, says a expert there. And now Justin Baldoni's wife, Emily, has broken her silence. So let's see what that's like. Baldoni turned 41 on Friday, January 24th, and Emily, his wife, paid a tribute to him on Instagram, and she wrote alongside a family photo, "Happy birthday, my love, celebrating the man, husband, and father that you are. I choose you again and again." Baldoni has been vacationing in Hawaii in recent days with Emily. They got married in 2013, and their children, Maya, 9, and Maxwell, 7. Let's see here. Baldoni was approached by TMZ after his lawsuit was made headlines while traveling with his wife and kids. And when asked how he was doing, he said, "Grateful to be with family, and we have amazing friends and family and faith." Lively has not been spotted in public since the lawsuits. But Reynolds attended the National Board of Review Gala on January 7th, and he spoke to students at the Harvard Business School, and he made a surprise appearance at his friend Hugh Jackman's opening night at Radio City on January 24th. So, let's see if we have anything else we're going to talk about. Okay, I'm going to go in to Okay. Let me get something here. Let me see. I think it is this one. Okay. So this is something I want to go over, okay? I just want to make sure. Hold on, I just want to. This is public knowledge. You can pull this right up off of the court website. In this case, Schaefer versus Kavarnos. And since this is all about me, too, and there's nothing that needs to be redacted there. Okay, so I'm going to this to the judge. Okay. So this is from my lawyer to the judge. Defendant Carolyn Kavarnos submits this pre-summary judgment motion letter upon reaching impasse in settlement negotiations. Plaintiff Heather Schaefer cannot produce admissible evidence that Mrs. Kavarnos had actual knowledge that the content did not infringe upon her copyrights when she filed the DMCA takedown notices. Summary judgment is appropriate when the record shows that there is no genuine dispute as to any material fact and that the moving party is entitled to judgment as a matter of law, cites the case. A genuine dispute exists if there is evidence is such that a reasonable jury could return a verdict for the non-moving party. The moving party initially bears the burden of informing the court of the absence of a genuine dispute of material fact by citing particular evidence in the record. If the non-moving party has the ultimate burden of proof at trial, that movement must also satisfy its own summary judgment burden by demonstrating that the non-movement cannot produce admissible evidence that supports the existence of a dispute of material fact. If the moving party meets its initial burden, the burden then shifts to the opposing party to establish a genuine dispute of material fact. In order to defeat a motion for summary judgment, the non-moving party must do more than simply show that there is some metaphysical doubt as to the material facts. The non-moving party must present concrete particulars and cannot succeed with purely conclusory allegations. There is no issue for trial unless there exists sufficient evidence in the record favoring the party opposing summary judgment to support a jury verdict in the party's favor. If the evidence is merely colorable or is not significantly probative, summary judgment may be granted. In deciding the motion, the court views the record in the light most favorable to the non-moving party. Under the DMCA, copyright holders can notify online service providers like YouTube when their sites are hosting or providing access to infringing content. These takedown notices must include a statement that the complaining party has a good faith belief that use of such material in the matter complained of is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law. The DMCA also provides that any person who knowingly, materially misrepresents that material or activity is infringing shall be liable for any damages, including costs and attorney's fees, incurred by the alleged infringer as the result of the service providers relying upon such misrepresentation in removing or disabling access to the material or activity claimed to be infringing. To prevail on her claims, the plaintiff, Heather, carries the burden to prove that Mrs. Kavarnos knowingly misrepresented to YouTube that the videos on Heather's channel infringed Mrs. Kavarnos's purported copyrights to those videos, specific videos identified in the complaint paragraphs, and then he lists those, okay? That relying on Mrs. Kavarnos's willful misrepresentation, YouTube removed or disabled access to the videos, and that the result of this, the plaintiff incurred damages. Because the DMCA requires only a good faith belief that material is infringing, a copyright holder is not liable for misrepresentation under the DMCA if they subjectively believe the identified material infringes their copyright, even if that belief is mistaken. Do you know what that means? That means if someone who owns this content believes that that is not, that is infringing their copyright in that other video, and they have a good faith belief that it is, even if they are wrong, they are not liable as long as they had a good faith belief that it was. Rather, a defendant must have actual knowledge that it is making a misrepresentation of fact. The summary judgment record will contain Mrs. Kavarnos's extensive deposition testimony detailing her considerations. This means my deposition testimony, where I gave that, telling how I considered the use of considerations of the fair use doctrine in relation to the infringing content prior to me submitting the takedown notices. Then it says, the summary judgment evidence will also contain the takedown notices allegedly containing Mrs. Kavarnos's knowing misrepresentations to YouTube that the plaintiff was infringing her copyrights. And however, in each takedown notice, Mrs. Kavarnos specified the precise portions of the plaintiff's video that were infringing my copyrights. And each of the takedown notices contains a statement under penalty of perjury, and Mrs. Kavarnos had a good faith belief that the complained of videos were being used in an authorized manner, that the notification of infringement was accurate. Mrs. Kavarnos also acknowledged knowing that any person who knowingly misrepresented the material was infringing may be subject to liability. The record is sufficient to shift the burden to the plaintiff to prove admissible evidence sufficient to create a genuine issue that Mrs. Kavarnos knowingly misrepresented to YouTube that the plaintiff was infringing her copyrights. On the other hand, the plaintiff cannot offer probative evidence sufficient to support a jury verdict that Mrs. Kavarnos knowingly lied to YouTube the plaintiff was infringing upon her copyrights. Following Southern District of New York precedent, summary judgment should be granted and plaintiff's claims dismissed with prejudice. Mrs. Kavarnos has made good faith efforts to resolve the claims without summary judgment or trial. In furtherance, therefore, Mrs. Kavarnos is not opposed to an additional conference to set trial or settlement conference. However, Mrs. Kavarnos intends to proceed with summary judgment if necessary. Okay, and now they don't want summary judgment. They want to go straight to the trial, which that's where we are now. Now we're going to have two conferences and a pretrial conference. But there is another letter that I want you to see, which is probably, let me see if it's this one. not the one I want to go to. Hold on. Probably this one. Just want to so you can see the crux of the case here. Okay, here, let's look at this. This was hold on. Again, these are public records. Anyone can get these off the website. The defendant, Carolyn Kavarnos, submits this letter response to the plaintiff's request for a discovery conference dated August 15th. In said request, plaintiff's counsel, Mr. Phillips, belabors technicalities while exaggerating perceived discovery slights in efforts to distract the court from the merits of the litigation. This is like I said the other day when you saw Koberger's attorney arguing technicalities. This attorney is arguing technicalities. It's belaboring because it's trying to distract from the court from the merits of the litigation, right? Where's the facts? That's when you don't have facts on your side, you argue technicalities. As an initial matter, it is patently untrue that Mrs. Kavarnos has failed to meet a single deadline in this case. It is equally untrue that the defendant's counsel, Mr. Matry, has refused to participate in conferences. Okay? To further correct the record, we have participated in the discovery process throughout. Mrs. Kavarnos propounded initial paper discovery requests upon the plaintiffs on March 22nd, 2024. Also, timely responses with objections to the plaintiffs' first interrogatories and requests of production were served on April 11th, 2024. Then, on April 19th, plaintiff requested a discovery conference claiming numerous deficiencies existed in the defendant's discovery responses. Peculiarly, plaintiff's request for production number 6, which expansively sought all documents or things referring to, relating to, compromising, or otherwise memorializing your considerations given under the FAIR doctrine as it relates to any DMCA notices you submitted to YouTube about videos posted by the plaintiff, was not raised by the plaintiff as a dispute on April 19th. Hence, Mrs. Kavarnos was not ordered to provide specific information in response to Request 6. Prior to being deposed on July 22nd, 2024, on the advice of counsel, Mrs. Kavarnos had maintained valid objections to producing her past web browser information, fearing said information was sought solely to harass her family. These fears were stated on the record by Mr. Matry on May 9th, 2024. At deposition, Mrs. Kavarnos testified that she possessed browser history relevant to the considerations of fair use from the period. Despite not moving to compel previously on Request 6, Mr. Phillips now illogically seeks relief, claiming that Mrs. Kavarnos somehow knowingly violated Request 6. This is but another illusion meant to divert attention from the merits. In the continued spirit of disclosure and to moot the issue, Mrs. Kavarnos conducted a reasonable search of her relevant browser history post-deposition. Mrs. Kavarnos has now produced all web browser search information relevant to the period in consideration of fair use in her possession. Kavarnos 50 through 100, those are examples of that. Further, defendant certified that no other information relevant to the time period in fair use is in her custody or control. The complexities of retrieving and reviewing this digital information, as well as personal commitments, resulted in the minor unprejudicial delay. Finally, we are amendable to a settlement conference on September 17th if it terminates before 1 p.m. To accommodate a previously scheduled engagement. We remain available to discuss these matters with Your Honor if necessary. So that is just to tell you all the crap they said that, oh, we were late, we missed deadlines, all this crap is all absolute crap. thing. Okay, that was that one. I'm trying to find this other one that I have here. About the whole case, like how, why, like what is going on, you know, that it was meant to, for me, to get me to exile from YouTube and all of that stuff. And these are my court papers from my attorney. And these are public papers. Let's see if it's this one. This one would be, I think it's right over here. Let's see. Above that one. Let me see if this is it. Okay, so there's one other one I wanted to read to you, and I'm just trying to see where this one is. Let me see. It's got to be, I really think it's here, but maybe it's here. Oh, I know which one it is. Hold on a second. It was the, let me see, it's got to be, it's the one her lawyer got admonished. And he stalled it by saying he was going out of the country. I'm trying to find, I can't find this one. But I want to show you. That one might have just been a letter to the judge. Oh, yes, it's, that's why I can't find it. Okay, because the one I'm thinking of is not available on the record. Okay, it's a letter to the judge. So, all right. So you see what's going on. Okay, this is about copyright. It's about DMCA takedowns. It's about, you know, do you have a good faith belief when you're filing a DMCA takedown that content is infringing your copyright? If you do, you sign it. Even if you're wrong, you're not held liable because you believe it's good faith. You're not doing something for malicious intent. Okay, that's my content. It's not like I'm claiming, you know, it's somebody else's content. It's not my content. It's my content. So you see what's going on. Looks like a lot of work. Valerie Ventura, hi. So it's just a lot of crap going on with this case. And all of it, for what reason? Tell me what reason it is. Is it about harassment or is it about copyright infringement? And I'm talking about from the other side. Okay? Because my content was taken. Fair use. No, that doesn't. Fair use. Do you guys know what fair use is? Look it up. Parody. Hi, Nora. Parody is not mocking and ridiculing and harassing the way videos there. That's not parody. Okay? That doesn't fall under fair use. What was done with my content was stolen. It wasn't one video, it wasn't two videos, it wasn't three videos. The entire channel, except maybe, 3 videos, is not my content, and that's somebody else's content. And YouTube does not, okay? I could go now and submit something, and if my timestamps don't line up and the content is not like what's on my channel, then it doesn't take it down. It's not everything you file a DMCA for comes down. No, YouTube makes the determination. And right now, see, every content creator has a section called copyright. Right now, when YouTube picks it up by itself, you don't even have to file the DMCA. You don't have to file the DMCA at all. You just go in there and you can click remove that video when YouTube flags it. And I don't know if I'm able to show you what that looks like, because right now I have videos on Carolyn's deleted comments that I didn't file, that YouTube tells me right now I can click a button and they'll go right off without a question, because YouTube picked them up for copyright themselves. Let's see how I can show you this. And I can show you this. Let me see here. Go by date. Oh, it's not Carolyn. I'm sorry. It's Carolyn's Cluster B. Okay, I could take their whole channel down now. You want to see how? And it's nothing with me filing a DMCA. Let me show you this. Okay, hi everybody. Hello, Debbie Two Scooter. Hello, Captain Lee Fan. I don't know how to get this background off. Okay, so if anybody has any ideas of how I'm supposed to get this background off of the Zoom, that would be appreciated. That would be great. I've gone
Matches.
out and come back in.
Matches. YouTube does
ridiculous.
this themselves.
Now, let me make sure my volume
Okay?
is not all messed up, because every 2
It
minutes
tells
my
me
volume keeps
100%
getting
of their
lowered.
video
I don't know what is happening to
matches
the Zoom.
mine. And if I
Let's
want
see.
to,
No, it's up.
it
okay.
gives me the
So you should be able to see
opportunity
me. See me.
to
Oh my
move
gosh,
it to an
hear me.
archive, to request video
Okay.
removal,
Anyway,
to contact
we're
the
going to
channel,
talk about some true crime headlines.
or to view it
and then
myself and see what I think.
we're going to
Now,
read
here's one of my
some
interviews.
legal documents about,
It tells me that
my
William
lawsuit.
Farrell, well,
okay?
See,
so
this
that
I
you can
know,
understand,
because I gave William
because
Farrell
all that's been
permission. This is the
circulating
author I
online
had on, so of
has been
course
coming
his
from the other
this video
side,
matches
and
his.
it's been
but
fraught with a
I gave
lot
him
of
permission, so okay, I know that. But this is how
commentary
they get
that's
it.
biting.
Now look at this.
and malicious.
My
and all of
video
that.
about
And we're
my
not going to do that.
wristbands.
We're going to
Well,
read
this
the
channel
documents so
over
that you know
here,
what's going on
Cluster
this
B,
side of it.
used it.
Because
I
we
can
are
have
going
it
towards a
removed.
trial.
Boom.
March 8th,
100%
we'll have a trial
of
date.
Their video
And we want you to know what's
is
going
a
on
match
with us.
to mine.
And, you know, why we
100%.
need support for this trial.
here's another one.
Okay, so I'm going to
100%.
talk about
Here's
that in
another
just a
one from
moment.
Cluster B. 100%
But first,
of their
I'm gonna make
video
sure that we're live on
matches
YouTube
my original video
before I find out,
when
'cause
I
I
was
just share
shopping
my
at the
thing
outlet mall.
Going off,
Get
and I
it?
want to make sure that I'm live.
100%
Okay, I
of
am.
this
You can hear me?
video
Yes, yes.
matches
You're
my
saying what?
video.
What is this?
So right
Oh,
here,
Scooter said number one. I thought she was
YouTube
like,
gives
look
it
up
to me.
like
So
what angel,
Cluster
there's
B,
something going on.
tomorrow I can go
Okay.
boom, boom. Your videos
So let's
are
just take a look
removed
at what's
because
going
they're
on,
by
and then we'll get into
YouTube.
this legal document.
Okay? You're hearing two things at
And
once.
I did
Hold
take
on
a
a minute.
small-
How about now? Now you're not. Does everybody understand that now? Okay. I fixed it. Okay, can you hear now? So, yeah, Cluster B, tomorrow I can just click that. I can do it right now. And it gets taken down. And YouTube, sweetheart, is the one that found it. Do you see that? 100% of my video you stole.
Okay? But these people pretend they don't understand this stuff, okay? They don't get it. They don't get it. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you is the thing that was triggered from 3 years ago from Carolyn's deleted comments, and then right away from another one. Okay. Remember the one that was showing all my medical records? Yeah. All my medical records, right? Right. You showed all of my medical records. So, watch this got triggered after 3 freaking years. Do you see? On January 20th, 2022. I reported it on January 20th, 2022. And when did they respond to me? January 21st, 6 days ago, 2025. 2025. How did that get triggered? I wonder, how did that get triggered? Yeah, and you just started talking about it that very night it got triggered? And Randy and Wendy made a video, I'm told, literally moments after that came in. That was at 4:49, and the other one came in at 4. Let's see what the other one came in at 4:44. Oh yeah, yes. Right. Yep. Interesting, isn't it? I wonder who triggered that. I wonder who triggered it. Because that's when the original complaint went in. August 31st of 2024. August 31st of 2024. And you said, oh, you won it. They didn't take your video down, but look what they did. Here, they came back on January 21st, at 4:44 p.m. Carolyn brings the frickin' receipts. Okay? They came in how many minutes apart? 5 minutes apart? Yeah, that's not too coincidental. And it's funny that this video was shown on another channel that very night that mentioned this channel here. Oh, that's not at all suspicious. Nope. That sounds just totally normal. Yeah, right. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, then I don't know what else I could tell you. Okay? So the fake outrage, the fake, oh, she's doing it again? No. First of all, those are not copyrights. First of all, those are not DMCA's. So all your big posturing that you're going to go give this to the lawyer, her lawyer cannot come over here and take privacy complaints that are not even the same thing. This is in the federal court. The only reason you're doing it is to get money for that legal fund by pretending something. That's what you're doing. That's what they're doing. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. There's no way that can be put into that lawsuit. Different channels. It's not a DMCA. It's not copyright. Now there's a ringing. What's going on? What do you mean? A ringing? Where's the ringing? That's the Christmas tune. Thank you, Philly Farmhouse. Scooter, is everything okay with the sound? Take them all down, Carolyn. It's ridiculous. They keep up this stalking and harassment. It's all lies. Somehow they triggered that. Okay? And they knew about it. I don't watch their drama anymore, Frilly. I haven't watched it. And Kevin, how long haven't I don't take screenshots. I don't want to hear about it. I am done with that. Done with it. Oh, look at that. Linda Uribe. It's Linda's birthday. Linda. Yay, Linda. Happy birthday, Linda. And it's snowing? I can sing to you, but I'm not very good. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you. Yay. Oh, we've got to do it to Debbie D, too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Debbie D. Happy birthday to you. Yay. Happy 81st birthday, Linda. I love you. Thank you so much for that generous donation. That is great. And thank you, Frilly Farmhouse, for getting your membership. I appreciate that. But this is what they're doing, okay? And so when they filed this lawsuit, okay, I want you to understand that Heather said that this 10 days, okay, because there's a loophole. There's a loophole in the DMCA on YouTube. And if somebody appeals it, well, then YouTube washes their hands of it. They say, this is too much. You either, like, this channel's appealed it, so we wash our hands of it because we don't know how to decide this. And if the person who files the DMCA does not initiate a lawsuit, then they will reinstate the content after 10 days. So everybody's found out that if they get struck, they file an appeal. Now, is it perjury? Like, do they have to lie and say this is not infringing? Okay? So, yes, I could have taken her to court at that point. But not even the news stations do that to people because it's so expensive, it's so ridiculous. So within 10 days, her content was restored. She filed this lawsuit because she said that she derives income from her channel. Go to Social Blade, would you please, and to see the income that channel doesn't even make the threshold to be paid on YouTube. Okay, let me tell you what the channel income on that channel is. And all the other ways she makes the Buy Me a Coffee is not reliant on YouTube. All of that other stuff, Cash App, PayPal, not reliant on YouTube. First of all, I don't even think the channel is monetized and was monetized at the time. But if it was monetized, I will tell you what the channel would make. Not even over the threshold to be paid, which is $100. The channel makes between 14 cents and $2 a month. 14 cents and $2 a month. Right there on Social Blade. Okay? You can't even get paid for the year because that equates to $2 to $27 a year. But she filed a lawsuit saying that, here, I'm going to read you exactly what was said. Okay? I should have talked about this a long time ago. Okay. Schaefer brings this lawsuit to recover damages associated with Kvarnos's repeated and unjustified submissions of DMCA takedowns concerning Schaefer's videos hosted on the YouTube platform. Okay. Let's see. She says Schaefer has approximately 2,210 subscribers on her channel and has 99 videos. Yeah. Whose videos are they? She engages in editorializing and commentary of other YouTube personalities. Really? Yeah, I don't think that's what your channel is, okay? Let's talk about perjury. She derives a degree of revenue from her YouTube channel, but she lies and doesn't say it comes from Buy Me a Coffee, Cash App, and PayPal, all which are not affected by this. And she doesn't say that her channel doesn't even earn, if it was monetized, to meet the threshold to get paid. But claims that taking the videos down disrupted her income so badly, okay, that see here. Where does she put her? Would she award Heather Schaefer damages resulting from Carolyn Kvarnos' misrepresentations to YouTube that Heather Schaefer's videos infringed Carolyn Kvarnos' copyrights. As a result, YouTube disabled her account. Doesn't say that it was put back up again. Okay? That it was 10 days that it was down, right? Nope. Nope. Okay, that's the one. Let me get where it's, I've got to get the other complaint. This one. Let me see. Main document. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is it. Let's see. Statistical error, yeah, okay. A statistical error, what's your statistical error? That you shouldn't be asking for any money? Oh, yeah. Dollar demand, $100,000. Okay? They originally asked for $100 million. That was their statistical problem. Notice to attorney. The following case opening statistical information was erroneously selected and entered at $100 million. The following correction has been made. The dollar demand has been modified to $100,000. Tell me, what justifies $100,000 for a channel that is making between 14 cents and $2 a month and can't even get over the threshold to be paid? Tell me how that justifies $100,000. Tell me. Tell me. Really? And they say a default judgment. So you have no choice but to go through the federal court and fight this. Okay? Yeah, tell me about this. Frivolous lawsuit letter was filed. We filed one. Okay? Channel making 14 cents to $2, suing for damages of $100,000. Tell me how this makes sense. Please, justify that amount. You think the jury is not going to see that? Do you think the jury that is sitting there is not going to see? You don't think it's going to be brought up when they bring the social blade in and they look at this and the attorney shows them that the channel is making 14 cents to $2 and they have filed a case for $100,000? It's crazy. Hi, Red Raven Spirit. The truth is on your side and the truth shall prevail. Yeah, well, it's about time I'm talking about it because it's my right to talk about it. It's my absolute right to talk about it. They've been talking about it incessantly, lying that we've missed deadlines, lying that we've done this and that, the attorney hasn't shown up and blah, blah, blah. My attorney's a Chihuahua and theirs is a pit bull and la, 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 la. Yeah, okay. Let the world see, because the jury's going to for sure see. And a jury in New York is not stupid. $100,000. And I'm told, a little birdie told me there's a video clip where she admits she pulled that number out of thin air. That's what I'm told from a little birdie who has a clip of that. I wonder if the court would like to hear that. If you have them point. Oh, White Angel. Don't worry about it. That's fine. Having to make video after midnight. Yeah, well, we'll get to that too. They're very worried about that, really. They filed a case against me. Yes, they did. I hope you are owed in grief and attorney fees. Slam. This is a travesty, what is being done. This is all Do you think this is about copyright? Do you think it's about copyright? Or do you think it's a little bit more? How can someone spend thousands to countersue where if they have no money to pay? Yeah, because they have a financial backer. But if you look at the facts of the case, the person filing the DMCA need only to consider fair use. Even if they're wrong, go look up the cases. They're not going to win this case. They're going to lose. They're going to lose. They're going to lose. But they think that they'd rather, because their side just wants to keep throwing money at it and throwing money at it and throwing money at it, that they'll rake us over the coals and either have us abandon it and pay them $100,000, which is not going to happen. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. They made 3 videos about you using your content. I wanted so badly to go after them. I can't imagine having years of it done to me like you have. But, you know, they lied to their audience that it's a precedent-setting case and this is going to be so unbelievable. They're lying about the privacy complaints. They're lying. It's easy to see. The privacy complaint is not a DMCA. And unreal. It is unreal. It is unreal, and that's why, you know, so there'll be more that I can talk about. When this is over. About everything that's happened in between. But who would back her with money? A craft channel. A creator from a craft channel, Linda Uribe. Jackie Burns. Jackie Burns is footing the bill for Heather. Jackie Burns. And Jackie Burns is doing it. You know why, Linda? Because she thinks that I'm the one. That I am the one and only the one that told her she could not come to the beach house when she was so sick back in May of 2022. So Jackie Burns is footing this bill. That's a good amount of hate you got to have for somebody, because in my opinion, and it's mine, Jackie is not doing this for copyright. Jackie Burns is doing this out of revenge. And Jackie Burns, number one, you're being lied to Number 2, you just don't want to see the truth. There's a video. It was unanimous. But what they are putting our lives through, what they're putting everyone through, this emotional turmoil, this the lying, the constant lying that they're doing about this lawsuit, when they're portraying to people that it's some precedent-setting case. Yeah, we stopped listening, Frilly. We don't even listen to them anymore. So they're just nothing to us. Windbags. We don't listen to them at all. What would they ever tell us but lies, Frilly? And why do we need that negativity? We don't. It's been the greatest thing. Block them off. Don't recommend. Don't show me. I don't care if they tag my freaking name in it. They'd like to do that. It's gone. Done. I don't want to know about it. Why would I ever want to hear these people? There's something wrong with them, that they're 75, 73, 69, 65, and they're sitting there. Every day could be their last. Every day could be anybody's last. And they're spending it just ripping people down. Seriously. They are so consumed and obsessed with me, with their hatred. And people like Jackie, you're running a craft channel, Jackie? You know, do your viewers know where you spend your time and what you're doing? Do your viewers know, like, how do you sit there and be like, oh, this is so lovely, let me paint this. Oh, do you know what I'm doing? Yes, I'm funding somebody's legal case, and I'm gonna fund it. Oh, look how pretty it is, guys. It's so pretty. Crazy. How do you do that? She lied. She lied, but I've never got an apology from her. Okay? She said that I was in a troll account and said something about her husband dying. Well, she's known that was not me. The creator that it was outed. You think she would try to correct that? No, why should she correct it? Why? She'll just keep on saying it. This is crazy. Scooter and I are the ones that drove around with your Gatorade and your crackers and your bananas. That whole first day of our vacation was literally destroyed, Jackie, because we were running around getting you stuff, and this is what you've done. Nobody wanted this. Everybody was upset. If we watched the video, we were all upset. But what could we do? What could we do? If people got this, and let me tell you, this woman was not just sick for 24 hours. You have to understand this. When we were coming down, we started to get messages in the vacation group. Jackie said she was so sick, she was going to go to the hospital. Okay? To the hospital. That she had diarrhea, vomiting, stomach pain, and cramping. And it didn't stop. She was so weak. Now, when she drove to where we were, on the third day, I think it was, of this sickness, and she got a hotel, she could not even lift her head up. She was so weak. That's why we went to the store and got the Gatorade and the crackers and the bananas and all of that stuff. and brought it over there to the hotel. So then she was still not feeling good. Okay? Okay, now we're on she's like day 4 of this illness. Let's say she came to the house. And what are we going to do if she got people sick there? We only had two bathrooms? Once that stuff goes airborne, everybody in the house is going to get it. And then what about the people that get sick and can't fly home? Who's going to pay for their hotels? What about the people that are driving home get it? If they're getting when they're driving home and they can't drive, who's going to pay for their hotels? It could have been a chain reaction. Okay? Where one person is put out, or you risk, I think there were 12 people there that year, 12 people potentially getting this. And we made a video. We made a video because we knew it was made like almost as oh gosh, are we ever going to need this, like within the receipts? But we made this, and every person said this was their decision. And then, when she came back, she was fine for a while, and it wasn't until she left with these people that they got into her ear, and then it became this big thing, and guess who was responsible? Me, the scapegoat, me. Everything fell on me. It was no one's fault but mine. I'm a cult leader. I'm able to make all of these people do whatever I want. I wish these people would come around me and tell me, because if I can control these people like this, that's amazing, right? If I had such control of all of that, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And we showed the video. Oh, we can't believe that video. It didn't happen. Okay. Didn't happen. What do you do? But this woman has a hatred of me that is so intense, okay, that she is willing to literally piss away her money, because that's what she's doing. She's not going to get her money back. How is she going to get her money back? Heather can't pay it back. Okay? We're going to win the case. We don't have their legal fees to pay. So she thought that I was going to default, and they first thought that they were going to get $100,000. And then they thought they were going to somehow win this case. Because I don't know whether, people were being honest with them or not, or what. You see what this is. Go look up other cases like this. They're not going to win. So, Jackie, what is that going to get you? I just don't get it. You're not going to get your money back. I'm not paying you. We're not responsible for your legal fees. Look up a frivolous lawsuit letter and what could happen as a result of that. But what is it going to get you? Tell me what it's going to get you, Jackie. Oh, you've already said, oh, no matter what happens, we won. This is what they said. No matter what happens, they won. How did they win? How did you win? You're not going to, that's not a win. If you lose, you didn't win. I considered fair use. 100%. And I have all the evidence and my own signature. So you're just throwing money. For what reason? Like, I mean, I don't know, but if it was my mother, my aunt, my sister that was throwing money like that, I'd probably tell her to go to get a psychological exam to see if she was of sound mind. Because why would you do that? It doesn't make a bit of sense. But this is what their big case is. This is what they're doing. They're fighting with me over whether I considered fair use before I filed the DMCA. And I'll tell you, I provided my Google search engine showing that I've looked at fair use. In my deposition, I have clearly made it stated that I know what fair use is, that this is my business, and I know what it is. So, and I've attested to it. With every DMCA I've attested that under penalty of perjury, I have considered fair use. And do you think a jury who's looking at all that evidence and then looking at this lawsuit that's asking first for $100 million, $100 million, and then changing it to $100,000 default judgment. And the stats of the channel show clearly that she has multiple links. Buy me a coffee does not impact that income. PayPal doesn't impact that income. Cash App doesn't impact that income. I don't even think the channel is monetized. If it was monetized, she makes between 14 cents and $2 a month. YouTube requires a threshold of $100. She doesn't even make $100 in 1 year. Where is the basis for $100 million and $100,000? Tell me, where is the basis for this lawsuit? Does she not think a jury of my peers in the state of New York are going to see that there's a $100 million lawsuit changed to a $100,000 lawsuit for the default judgment? Please. For a channel that's not even making $100 a year. Thank you to all the chatters for being so understanding. Oh, there was a GoFundMe, I'm pretty sure, crowdsource or something at 1%, but I'm not sure what is happening now. What GoFundMe for what? To Scooter? Who had a GoFundMe? I don't think they had a GoFundMe. I think they just had money sent to PayPal. I don't think they were even transparent with it. But we do have a legal fund And we do need to have a retainer. So anything that you can, if you can share our GoFundMe out, if you can donate to PayPal, if you can think of any fundraising ideas that don't conflict. No, I don't believe she had any GoFundMe. They took money directly in. But the problem was, someone told me, that they weren't getting any more money, and that was allegedly because I wasn't striking channels. And that's why I think they triggered those 2 old privacy complaints, which are not strikes. And it's funny how they got triggered, isn't it? After 3 years and after, 6 months? Very interesting. And very interesting how certain channels went live within minutes of those being emailed. And somebody told me that they were played the night before on another channel. That's interesting too. Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense there. A lot of sense. But anyway, yeah. So that's what that's all about. And Sandy Rusak has asked me if I'd like to raffle off a crocheted blanket that she made, starting at like $350. It's this huge blanket. So that was one fundraising idea that was set. Binky has a swan that right now it has a bid of $100 on it. I'm going to put it on the community tab tomorrow. Anybody else that would like to bid on that swan, you would get that swan and the money would go to the legal fund. So that's an auction item. They're having an auction for it. What else? We have the wristbands. The wristbands are $5 each. They go to the legal fund, and they're really nice wristbands that Manager of Three Monsters got, and they have the channel name, and they have Be Somebody's Ray of Sunshine. So these are really nice. If anybody wants to buy wristbands, and because it is a considerable amount that we do have to raise in order to fight this. But you see now, the way it is, it's a default judgment of $100,000. So, there's no choice but to follow this through. But we do know that, and we do pray to God and know that God sees everything that's going on here, and they know what they're doing, and they know why they're doing it, and they know their motives behind it. And maybe they think they won't have, maybe they don't believe in any higher power, and they will not be responsible for their actions someday. And a lot of people are. Yes, the trial is coming up soon. We have a March 8th pre-trial conference. And then is when we'll get a trial date, I'm sure. And she'll have to come up into New York. It won't be via Zoom. It'll be a trial. She'll have to come and, her entourage. I'm sure Bitey Cat will come. Yeah. I'm sure all these people that will never appear on camera, who are scared to go on camera, are going to be just running to the courthouse. You can't get your head around all these nasty women constantly attacking your channel. Yep. Money is being wasted on both sides. They are trying to ruin you. That's what they're doing. But you know what? It's just not going to happen, because we've got a great community here, and we're going to pull together, and we're going to find a way to raise the money. And there'll be justice. There'll be justice. This is not going to be tried in YouTube. This is going to be tried by a jury of my peers. This is not going to be tried in the court of YouTube. They're not going to care about these 60, 70-year-old ladies on the sidelines churning out insults after insults. No, they're going to look at the facts. And what they're going to look at is a channel with 2,000 subs and 99 videos with 97 of them with my content in them. They're going to look at the income from that channel because that's a factor in this lawsuit. And they're going to look at a $100,000 default judgment. And they're going to look at the crux of the case. Did I consider fair use before I issued the DMCA takedowns? 100% I did. And they say, oh, it doesn't matter if we lose. It doesn't matter if we lose because we already won. So, very interesting. There's a lot of interesting things that I can't talk about that will come up, but those, White Angel, those I'm not divulging. That makes me laugh, the way you described them running up to the federal courtroom. How embarrassing. Well, how many do you think are going to show up there? They're afraid to go on camera, to Scooter. They are afraid to go on camera. When you lay it out like this, Karen, it really shows how absurd their case is. And that's all the case is on, is this fair use. And the way the law is, even if the person filing the DMCA is mistaken, let's say it wasn't infringing, as long as they considered, fair use, go read the law yourself and go look at the cases. Go look at the cases. I don't think any will show up. Oh, I imagine that. So they're telling her, like, they're bolstering her. We're going to come there. We're going to come there. They thought it was in Manhattan. They thought the courthouse was in Manhattan. It's in White Plains, not in Manhattan. Okay? And, yeah, they're all going to be running in for you. Right? Bitey Cat hasn't gotten on camera in 5 years, when she got on with a blue dot in front of her face. Okay? I'm sure she's going to be running in for you, Heather, sitting down there. Maybe she'll bring a blue dot all over her face. Okay? I'm sure she's going to be running in there for you. Maybe Debbie Dahl will go there. Maybe Debbie Dahl will go. Maybe she'll, I don't know, she might bring your Debbie Cakes Barbie, Scooter. Maybe she'll give that to you at the courthouse. Won't that be fun? So again, I spoke to a a very, very large YouTuber, does stuff with Scientology. And he gave me the advice. He said, go on there and talk about your lawsuit. It's your lawsuit. Talk about it. Let people know what they're doing to you. Because they're spinning it one way. And see, that's what they always rely on, that I'm not going to talk about this. And how absurd this is. Right? And just how much and how sick revenge is, and hatred, and it's eating them up inside. It is just immobilizing them. It paralyzes them. If I'm on, they're watching me. Whatever I do, they watch me. We haven't watched them in weeks and weeks and weeks. I haven't looked at screenshots of them. I don't want to hear about them. You have said that too. Share your story. Yeah. And I'm going to share my story. Because the one they're sharing and the things they're saying about me are not true. They're not true. And what they've tried to do is project all of their things on me. So if they don't talk to their family, they go around in a pack and say, Carolyn doesn't talk to her family. Really? Okay. If they don't talk to their children, Carolyn doesn't talk to her children. Carolyn's children don't want to be around her. My dogs are tortured. They live in cages 24/7. Haven't you heard that? And if somebody sees them out, oh, that's just because I'm trying to refute that they live in cages 24/7. It's nuts. They're so miserable in their own lives. And that's all this lawsuit is. You've seen the lawsuit. Okay? You tell me, does this lawsuit as it stands have merit? You know the copyright laws? Do you know about the DMCA takedown? Hi, Ruffles. It's serious. Like, go look at a DMCA takedown. Go look at the cases in court. People don't take them to court because how are you going to prove what was in someone's head? They are creepy, sitting there 5, 6, 7 hours a day, right? Picking everything about you apart. It's beyond disturbing. Yeah, they don't like me, but they spend 7 or 8 hours, 9 hours discussing me. We're the ones going on. We're the ones that don't discuss you at all. You know, I thought you guys were supposed to be the fun part, but you're not. You're obsessed for how many years now? 5 years discussing me? 6 years? 6 years since 2019. 6 years. That's something. That is something for 6 years. You talk about let it go. But seriously, Jackie, you have a freaking craft channel. I don't know how she does that. I just don't know how. Oh, yes, it's so nice. Isn't it, Abigail? Oh, what is that, Misty? Oh, yes, I'm Yes, I'm spending thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, yes. Oh, for some lady in Tennessee. Yeah. No, I've never met her in person. Nope, not at all. What are you doing? Well, I'm just funding her lawsuit against another woman she's obsessed with and can't let go of. Right. Oh, what's that for? Oh, well, she took this other lady's videos and uploaded them to a channel over there on YouTube. And then I believe there were like 99 of them that she took. And then that woman over there filed the DMCA takedown because it was her content. And yeah, so she's suing her, and I'm going to pay for it. Well, what is she suing her for? Sounds like it's her content. Yeah, but we don't think, you have to say you consider fair use. Don't they have to check a box and stuff? Yeah, they do. Did she check that box? Oh, okay. And so you're spending, like, what, how much does this cost you already? Oh, it's cost us probably $30,000, and it's probably a lawsuit in federal court is $100 to $200,000. Oh, really? And you don't mind paying $100,000 or $200,000 for this woman you don't know? No, because I'm really mad at that other lady. Why? Because I was supposed to go on a vacation and I got sick, really sick, and then everybody in the house was so upset, but they decided it was best for me not to go. But then I teamed up with a couple of them that left after that, and then I just started to believe all this stuff they were saying, like the one doesn't take showers, and like all kinds of stuff they were saying about her. I can't even remember. But yeah, I got together with them, and they said that that woman is a cult leader, and she convinced everybody not to let me in the house. So I'm still carrying that grudge, and I decided that probably, yeah, this lawsuit is a good way to get my revenge. That's my opinion. That's what it is. But I'm trying to figure out how she's on a craft channel making little gingerbread people when she's doing that. So, yeah, that's very interesting. Interesting. But, yeah, we are going to keep doing what we have to do. We have no choice but to fight this. So you can help support us by Patreon memberships. You can help support us by memberships here at the channel, super chats, the legal fund donations, thinking about fundraisers, sharing this video out, letting everybody know what's going on. Let the media know, if you know any media stations that want to pick this up, what's going on, dark side of YouTube, whatever it is, whatever you have an angle for, frivolous lawsuits, anything like that, the ongoing and unrelenting harassment, whatever it is, you can help us out with that, because it's really important. And we've got another retainer to raise for trial. And like I said, March 8th is going to be here before you know it. So this is all true to every word you're saying right now. This is actually what it's about. Yeah, it's really sad. It's really sad because it's about revenge. It's about revenge. And that's my opinion, and I can say it. I can say it based on what I have seen. I can say that. The funny thing is, Carolyn would probably take most of the people back as friends if they reached out to her. But it's crazy, just crazy. There's so many things and so many ways, and this money is just completely wasted. And of course, Heather doesn't care because it's not her money. She doesn't care, okay? She has a woman that is just throwing money at her for this lawsuit. She doesn't care. It's just about hatred. It's absolute hatred. And it's nuts. Seems to me this goes deeper than a fair use case. It's personal, it's very sad. Yeah, you have the fair use case, right? What's the jury going to say? Did the woman sign the thing? Yes. Does she have a search engine results that show that she looked fair use up? Yes. Did she state in her deposition, which I will state again on the stand, my knowledge of fair use? Yes. Will they not see that this is a case of a channel that doesn't even produce videos anymore? That's not even a functioning channel anymore? That had 3 methods of income that did not rely on those channels or videos being up or down? That didn't even meet the threshold to be paid in a year? Filing a $100 million lawsuit and then changing it to $100,000 for loss of income. Thank you, Linda Uribe. She says, night, everyone. You will win. You're a winner too, Linda Uribe. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You're going to win. The truth shall prevail. Thank you, Red Raven Spirit. That is so nice. Thank you so much. And thank you, Snow Remover. And let's see. M.E., you got a membership. M.E., yay. K. O'Shea, you got a membership. Meredith, 389, you got a membership. Carol, you were gifted a membership. Yay. And Pamela Monturi, you were gifted a membership from Snow Remover. Yeah, thank you, Snow Remover. Thank you, Red Raven Spirit. Thank you so much. I appreciate it very, very much. We will win. We will win. We will win. And I do believe in God, and I know that God provides, and we will find a way to raise the money we need, and there'll be something. There will be something. There will be something that will come out of this, whether it's a book, a documentary, something will come out of this. All of this incredible, incredible hate and harassment for 6 years. Something. There's a reason. And I'm going to keep on to that because this has just been ongoing. It's been relentless. And I believe in you and your fight. Thank you, Red Raven. Yeah, well, we are going to fight, and it's interesting how they all said they were that channel, right? We are all. Yeah, we are all, but they have one woman fighting the fight. One woman providing all the money. Mm-hmm. And it's not because that she believes in the DMCA, because that's all about a vacation. And you know what I want to do? Hold on a second. I just thought about something. Hang on 1 minute. 1 moment, please. Just hang on for 1 little second, because I just thought about something. Trying to find something. Hang on. Okay, let me go over here. Just trying to see if I can find. Just trying to find one thing here. Okay, here, let's see something. Let's just,
And we're back.
hold on a second. I want to just look at this, okay? Because you want to see how a bunch of two-faced people and a bunch of people that lie and a bunch of people that just oh, thank you for being a member for 60 months, a Rambler VIP, snow remover.
Okay, guys, I want to just, a lot of you were asking,
Okay, let them know.
I'm gonna, hang on. There's,
Yes, I do.
calm down,
I was lying.
my goodness.
Oh, but I know you were already on the floor. I didn't even know we were.
Guys, about what happened regarding Jackie. So here's the whole story.
Yeah, see, it's ready.
We-
QB. Oh, no, Sharon. With a bunch of hearts.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make my tea and also at the same time talk to you guys, but it's a lot of background noise there. All right,
Where's the bird on?
Let's see how this rings true all these years later.
Yeah, there's Cassie.
And take a look at some of the people in here that
okay.
totally
So-
agreed with this.
Can I put some water on to boil? Use a couple of your, can I use another tea bag of yours or not?
Of course.
Okay, thank you. So here's what happened. We left on Friday,
Thank you,
but
Philly.
prior to this, we have a group in Slack that's a vacation group, okay? And Jackie landed on Tuesday, and then she went sightseeing on Wednesday, right? But it was Thursday, or it was Wednesday, Thursday, I believe. She said she thought she overdid it. Her body was very sore, and all she could do was lay in bed, and I think she was gonna try to get something to eat, but she said she really overdid it. And she attributed it to doing too much the day before. And then, thank you. And then on Friday, then, let me see. Friday, we were traveling, but we didn't find out until Saturday, right? It was Saturday when we were almost here, we were up, yes. Friday, yes. Friday, we were traveling, and Saturday morning, Lisa and I were in Walmart. Where are you going? What do you mean, no, wait?
No, I'm just running in here.
Okay.
I'll be right out.
All right. Saturday morning, we were in Walmart, and Lisa goes to me, oh no, Jackie posted in Slack that she had food poisoning and was upchucking and coming out both ends, but I think I'll be all right, or something like that. Then we tell Scoot, well, Lisa and I become very, very upset because we say, oh my gosh, so many people say food poisoning when they have a stomach virus. A stomach virus is extremely contagious, and we know that a stomach virus like on his cruise ship, will spread like crazy wildfire. And the last thing anybody wants to hear or anybody's prepared for is that someone has a stomach virus, right? So, okay, so we have that. And then we're freaking about it, so we call Scooter and say, did you hear about Jackie? And she says, yes. Do you mean that she almost went to the ER because she had such stomach pain? Now, we didn't hear that part of it, okay? But apparently, that was the case, right? So, she says, hold on a minute, on a mess. So, Scooter said that Lynn Miguel told you, say what they said for a minute while I wash my hand here because I have something all over it. Scooter, are you able to do that?
Wait, was it Linda Galvin?
You told me Lynn Miguel told you, yes, about the stomach pain in the ER. Do you remember?
I just know that she told, said Fernanda, Patty, and Sharon to be warned because there was a huge long walk from the plane to the rental car place, and she's had a stomach problem ever since.
No, but you said about the ER. She didn't get better, she's going to the ER, Lynn Miguel told
Okay,
you.
yeah, sure, if I said it,
Yes.
then that's what she said. I'm
Okay.
trying to wake up now too.
Okay, so believe me, you said you sent me a message, okay?
Okay.
All right, so then, now we're getting really concerned, because she has like such severe stomach pain, she's going to the ER, and she's a liver transplant person,
Which we never knew.
which we didn't know until recently, and,
Maybe that's how my friend just said.
and may have this virus, okay? So now, so we're all like, no. Scooter's like, you know, she's got to get, can't be. She can't come to the house sick like this. Everyone is going to get sick. And then Nana Patty, everybody was in agreement that she should be, you know, ideally she should not have left Charleston feeling that way. But she left Charleston. So
Right,
when we
yes.
called her, when Nana Patty called her, or Lisa and I called, I don't even know who called Jack in the
It all run together.
Yeah.
Everything's done.
Somebody
I
called
never called her, it wasn't me.
But remember when maybe it was messages or something, she said, wow, I wish I would have known this before I left Charleston. There's no way I could drive back there now, which meant that either she was too sick to drive back there, or I don't know what that meant. She sounded terrible on the phone, okay? This is Saturday. So we said, look, we're not comfortable.
Yeah, we did that three-way call.
Yeah, at that time, we thought this virus ran 48 hours, okay?
And this is
So-
before we even got there, guys. We're still on the
Yeah,
way.
and I have a stress headache like you can't believe, because this was supposed to be a fun time, and
Yeah.
nobody expected this, and we're like all now thrown into this thing, okay? So.
Our second day of traveling.
Well, everybody's tired, everybody's looking for a good time, and now we have this big monkey wrench thrown in there, right? She's got this stomach virus. Nobody wants a freaking stomach virus.
No.
Okay, and we know that if it gets in this house, it's gonna move through this house because we share bathrooms, all of that. So, and again, it's not against Jackie. Would have been the same whether, whoever it was, okay?
Me,
Yeah.
Lisa D.
Me, anybody, you know, you got a stomach virus, nobody wants to be near somebody with a freaking stomach virus,
No.
especially one that has already had her almost to the ER in stomach pain, okay?
Yes.
This is, okay. So now, and even food poisoning
Thank you,
is
Mimi.
caused by a
Thank you,
virus.
Mimi.
What would you say?
Yeah, and you
I
can't
wish I
afford-
could have gone on the
you
trip,
really can't
but
afford
wouldn't
take
due
a
to my
chance with
health.
People,
I would feel bad if I ruined
That's
everyone's
gonna happen.
vacation because I am not healthy enough.
Okay.
yeah, if you can't take that kind of risk, that's the.
Okay, so here's the thing. So everybody's saying this,
Sorry to interrupt.
so when we.
No, that's okay.
So-
I was just reading the comments.
So when we spoke to her, she sounded a little bit put off, and then, okay, she finally agreed, and she
That was just Lisa D, who said we cannot take that kind of risk. Okay? But remember, this is all Carolyn.
got a hotel. And she said it was beautiful. Then was it the next day we were trying to get her?
Yes, to see how she was.
to see how she was. We could not reach her.
She wouldn't answer.
We called and called and called. Then we thought, oh gosh, something happened to her. And,
What is it?
The capital, the dome,
Oh, how cool.
that's the female. So to open it, you
Oh.
push this down,
Okay.
break it in half, and lay down.
She's trying to finish her.
so, yeah, I've got to finish this first.
Yeah.
So then, where were we? Okay, so we can't reach her. So now we're really concerned. Oh my gosh, she could have passed out in the bathroom when she was vomiting. She could have been so weak, hit something. She's laying on the floor. She hit her head. We're calling her and calling her and calling her.
In the hospital.
So finally, we
Yeah, we kept thinking she was in the
We
hospital.
didn't know if she was in the hospital because she was not feeling well. Now, we finally call the place and we say, can you go check on her? They go check on her. Now, this is the first day we're here. This is Sunday, Mother's Day. She talks to us. She does not sound well. She still sounds weak. She still cannot eat anything, okay? So we said, what have you eaten? Just crackers. It was very weak voice. All right. Now, mind you, she wants to come to the house the next day. She is still not feeling well, even with 48 hours after your last symptom. Well, we looked it up, and you can look it up. What happened?
I just saw that again sitting
Okay.
there freaking
And you
out.
can look it up. You can look it up on any website. Look up norovirus.
Yeah, norovirus.
Or that viruses like that. 2 weeks is the transmission period, and the highest risk of transmission is through touch. Touching a countertop, another person touches it, touches their mouth, touches a handle, touches anything. We are all freaking out over here thinking this is going to be a nightmare. And what if it runs through the house? Now, Jackie was supposed to be sharing a room with Nana Patty, who's immunocompromised. She has lupus. She has other conditions. She was going to be sharing a bed and a bathroom with Nana Patty. Likelihood of Nana Patty getting it were high. If Nana Patty,
Very high.
yeah, very
Super
high.
high.
If Nana Patty got it, then it's going to start to spread through the entire house. We don't know when we're going to get it. What
Well,
if?
let's be honest, we would all probably end up with
Yes.
it.
What if
Every
Lisa
person.
and I got it, or Scooter and Lexi got it the day they're traveling home? They're not going to be able to drive home. Now they need to make arrangements for a hotel to stay longer, to be sick in, okay? Linda, if she gets it, she needs a hotel to be sick in.
Linda said it would kill her because of her,
Right.
because of her size. She's so small.
This is crazy, okay? So we're looking at a crazy, impossible situation. Why would we take that on? How could we take that on? So there's 10 people here, 10 people unanimously agreed, no, can't do it, right? And
After realizing the 2-week illness.
yes, it's a 2-week transmission period. Then what happens? We're going home, we bring it home to our whole families. Something is wrong here, okay? And it's not a personal thing. So then Linda comes out of the bedroom yesterday and goes, everything's settled, everything's great. Jackie is, I guess, going, you thought she was going to go home or something, right? Okay, because she said, I'm coming by the house.
The stuff, the supplies,
What are
and
you
your
doing?
gifts.
Why are you doing that?
Because it's showing me.
It's showing you.
Yes.
Okay. Now it looks just like, can we put something nicer there? It's just showing a box. Yeah, that's maybe,
You know what? I'll just move. Let me move.
it's a Dunkaroos box.
No,
It's
leave
like-
it there. Leave it there.
Okay.
I mean, no, put that back. I'll move.
Oh my God. So now, okay. So Linda comes out, we think, okay, great. She says she's going, and we thought, okay, Jackie understands that this is not a personal thing, it is a situation, right?
Over here.
So she says that, okay, well, I have some things I just want to drop off at the house. And I had her napkins and Lisa had a little present and we had some things for her, okay? So Linda puts gloves on. This is how frightened we were of this thing, okay? And a mask. And we all stand on the upstairs balcony waving to her. And Linda makes a quick transfer of the gift items and pops the trunk, gets the basket, which she
I
puts.
had those figurines to give to Jackie too, and I forgot. They're ones I had mailed to her a long time ago. They were sent back to me, and now they're still in the
Finish the
truck.
story, Karen.
Okay, so she makes the quick transfer, right? She come up, everybody feels bad. She doesn't wave to us or anything. She's obviously very, very angry, very mad, okay? And you called her then, right? And said, are you mad?
Yeah.
After she left, right?
Yep.
And what do you say it? What'd she say? You said, are you?
Yes.
She said, yes, I'm
Yes, I
mad.
am.
And said that you were a germaphobe.
This is all coming down because one person is a germaphobe.
Yes, and it all came down to Jackie started to put the blame on me. One person is a
She needs to
germaphobe,
learn how to get over that.
and I need to learn how to get over that. But I took offense to that. It wasn't me being a germaphobe. It was 10 people that said no. 10 people, Jackie, if you're listening. I know you want to bring it to me. It wasn't all me. Sorry, it wasn't. Okay? So then we're thinking, okay, it's a bad situation, but it's solved, right? So we all go down to the beach and we're having a good time, okay? And, you know, Jimmy's calling me saying I sound the most relaxed he's ever heard. He's so happy because I usually have a lot of anxiety when I go away. Things bother me a lot and I can't relax. So they were so happy. My son, Michael, my kids, my little kids, my daughter called last night. What'd she say, Scooter? That
She's
she's
like, oh my gosh, this is,
I'm so
you just
happy
sound
for
so
you.
wonderful.
Happy.
I haven't heard you, I don't think I've ever heard you sound like this.
right, especially on vacation, because she knows she's
Yes.
gone away with me. I'm very tense on vacation. I'm very, so I saying, oh my
I
gosh.
was so impressed.
Yes, so we're having a great time in the beach. All of a sudden, Lisa D starts screaming for me
Answer the phone.
because I didn't answer the phone because I was shelling, okay? So she's screaming, Carolyn, get up here, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh. And she goes, Jackie is coming to the house. And I said, are you serious?
With the doctor's note.
With a doctor's
The
note.
doctors know.
So now I am on high anxiety. Scooter's saying to me, what the hell? This can't be. I come upstairs. Everybody's like, what are we gonna do? She's got a doctor's note, she's saying.
Yeah.
She's got a doctor's note. She's got a PA's note that wrote down what she said, didn't do any viral load blood testing, nothing, okay? And here's the thing. We have her here. She says, I'm not contagious. When it starts to go through the house, what is she going to say? I'm very sorry. I guess I was contagious. Oh, you guys are crazy. You must have gotten it from someone else. Is she going to pay for the extra hotel nights? Is she going to pay for another vacation? What is going on here? This is crazy. And I can't see what any of you are saying, so I don't know whether you agree with us or not. But anyway, you can look at Scooter's phone for the chat. So anyway, we're in a tough situation. But there's no way, okay, that I was anxious enough thinking about her coming here. If she came to this house, I would have to leave. There was no way, and Lisa would feel the same way. We have to leave. We could not have her in the house. She's trying to say she won't touch anything. How? That's not possible. Well, is one of us going to wait on her hand and foot? She's going to be sleeping with Nana Patty. Is she not going to use the bathroom? Okay? So we all say, Kevin, we're all looking around at each other saying, this can't happen. What are we going to do?
Well, you said you're leaving.
Yes, I'm going to get to that. Then I said, I have to tell you guys to keep her outside. I'm going to start packing up my things. We've got to leave. So I told Scooter, I went down to the beach, and see, this is a day of ours that got destroyed because I had a stress headache since I found out that Jackie was sick Every morning I've woken up with a stress headache.
We need a mod. There's dildo Gagans on here.
Scooter, where are you?
It got out.
Okay.
Lou deleted it. Lou's
Okay,
on
Moo's
it.
in there, okay. So, I'm a stress ball. I know that if Jackie comes, my good vacation is gone. Because all I will be doing is being anxious.
You were hysterical. I was
Yes.
hysterical.
Yes, there's no way I could stay here. So I'm just thinking, I cannot believe this. This is crazy. So one person is now going to destroy the trip for 10 people, okay? And 10 people are going to leave, and one person is going to be here. This is crazy. The other thing is, 10 people are going to be sick while one person is on the beach. This doesn't make sense. This does not make any sense. It's an unfortunate situation. It's not personal. But Jackie took great offense to it. And then Jackie wrote me a note. And it said she could not, Jackie pinned this all on me. Even though Nana Patty told her, it is not Carolyn, it is 10 people who unanimously agree that this is a problem. Okay? And she then sent me a message. No, then Nana Patty called her. And Nana Patty said, listen, Jackie. And Jackie said, look, I got the doctor's note. And Nana Patty said, did you have a blood test? She said, no. So what the doctor did was listen to what Jackie said, wrote it down like a note for work. And what is that doctor going to do? Is that doctor going to pay for the extra hotel stays? Is that doctor going to give us a new vacation? No, that doctor isn't going to do that. So now she says to Nana Patty, what is it that you'd like me to do? You'd like me to leave, not come? Nana Patty said, well, I'm very sorry to say, but yes. Click. Jackie hung up the phone. Now, did we ever talk to Jackie on the phone after she hung up? No. She wrote in Slack some things in the
How did we know she was going to Hilton Head?
Must have wrote it in Slack, maybe? I didn't talk to her, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know, but she wound up.
Let's take it one step at a time. So she then,
Don't jump the gun like.
yeah, she starts writing some messages in Slack about kind of demanding, she wants this, she wants that, she wants this. And
Yeah, not asking, not just would you mind or.
she could tell she's very angry and I'm the target, okay? Right now I'm the target. So I get a message right after that and it says, I cannot believe that you are so cold and you have no heart, she told me. So I'm heartless and cold. And I thought your group was care-friendly or something, but you're really not. I thought you were my friends, but obviously you're not. Goodbye. That's what it said. So I'm thinking to myself, who's writing us off as friends? She is. So I wrote her back a note that said, oh, and then she said, you can start bad-mouthing me now. Goodbye. Well, I was not bad-mouthing her. And this is why we're making this video, because we're not bad-mouthing her. This is a situation, whether it was Linda, whether it was Sharon, whether it was Kevin, Gary, Lisa, it didn't matter who it was. The situation wouldn't change. You think if Scooter told me she was vomiting like a beast, and I'd be like, oh no, come on, Scooter, come on over. It would have been the same deal for Scooter. We would say, no, we can't have you here, okay? But
Wouldn't matter who it is, guys.
No.
she took it very, very personal and took it that I said no, it was no. And it wasn't that. So I wrote her back a message today explaining that Jackie, we're not writing you off as a friend. We're not going to badmouth you.
Hi, Nana
It's
Patty.
the same situation,
Hey,
no
you
matter who
okay?
it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And that's
Yeah.
morning now.
She was blind or something.
We laughed so hard at dinner, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Still.
So Sharon took a spill today, yeah.
You okay?
She hit her head really hard. She was sitting on the bed with Lisa, we were talking, and I turned, and then I heard the boom, and she was down on her head, and she didn't answer right away. And because I go, what was that? And we were like in shock, and we're like looking, Sharon. And then,
Well, she's been up all night.
she's been up all night, and she took her Ambien 3 hours before, and then she clipped her foot on the bed, and she slipped, and she said it was because of did she blame my sand in the room a little bit?
Huh?
Did she blame my sand in the room?
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
somebody said that, so about my sand.
No, I was saying that was your sand here from your live last night, because I sat right there and there's.
Oh my
But
God.
it's a beach house.
Oh man, I'm getting in so
I'm not
much trouble for my
complaining.
sand, okay.
I'm doing the same thing. That's why I swept our bedroom and
Well, listen,
bathroom.
Carolyn, Chad understands there's definitely a virus going on.
Okay.
I want Janae to think I'm still a good roommate, that's what she said. That I'm the perfect roommate for her.
Oh,
Janae,
You see
oh,
that?
and why do you think, oh,
yes, I love that.
You wanna put your glasses on?
Guys, did you see?
what?
I just was gonna show them, well, I know she was showing them.
Turn it over.
This is the crab I found the first
Whoa,
time.
I almost went down right here.
It's a female.
Yeah, the Capitol, there you go. Capitol
on the sand.
is right there.
Capital.
I know.
Is it showing up? Is it?
Down a little. Down. Yeah, it's perfect. Down a little bit more. Perfect.
Oh, and I missed the best part, guys.
So the male is the Washington Monument. Pull it up a little.
Janae,
This was already dead.
Whoa.
Careful, Carolyn, please.
Take your slippers
Yes, take
off.
I will, I'm gonna
off.
take them off, I'm gonna take them off. Listen, so Janae, Scooter, and I, and Lisa rode around, we asked her what she needed. We got her Pedialyte crackers, bananas, and
Isn't she cute?
she
Story
was
goes deep,
staying
yes.
in a place, we got her this on the second day, because we were really worried about her.
Yes.
So we said, what do you need? Did you eat anything? She said no, and she didn't sound like she could eat anything. We said, can you get room service or anything like that over there? And she said, I don't think so. And so we said, okay, we'll go to the store, we'll
She
get you.
said she still wasn't hungry either.
Yeah,
remember?
right. We'll get you Pedialyte, crackers, and bananas. So we drove around because where she was staying is like this winding kind of neighborhood of townhome things. She gave us a number. We drove for about an hour. An hour.
For her, don't break her.
We asked the front gate, could you deliver this to our friend? She's not feeling
why I
well.
was leaving it in the
No,
sun,
we
you know?
can't do that. We drove and drove for about an hour looking for this place.
And
We were,
horrible.
we asked people, could not find it.
All in the area, it's showing all the numbers for all the different places but hers.
Yes, and so it was all a problem. So then we go back to that, okay, so now we're at, yesterday. So she's really pissed off.
She's very
She
mad.
puts this message
And
there to me.
I finally got mad too, guys.
And then Scooter got mad at
I
dinner.
really did.
And what did you tell your story?
I just said,
I'm gonna go get my-
what I wrote was, what was it? I hate to say that. Because I was very sympathetic and feeling so bad for her,
I was just gonna say, like,
how horrible, but yet I'm here with all these other people that are getting hysterical, afraid that they're gonna get sick because she's coming. So I finally had it and I just wrote in there, with that attitude, I'm not gonna give you a dime. That's what I wrote. And, because I guess we were gonna buy over 17 or something. We were trying to break down what else was left, to pay. It was based on how many people were here. And so yeah, I just wrote, wow, with that attitude, I'm not giving you a dime. And that's exactly how I felt, because that's ridiculous for one person to make all these other people be upset for a couple of days. Janae was bawling her eyes out on the beach. She was
Oh,
terrified.
I forgot to say that. When
That's what really got me.
when
I was
I went
thinking,
down,
this is too
because
much.
when everybody didn't know if Jackie was coming or not, before Nana Patty made the call, no, it was after Nana Patty made the call, I went running down to tell Janae because Janae was all upset. So when I went down to tell Janae, it didn't register that Jackie wasn't coming. And so I told Janae what happened, and then I was fixing something like maybe a few feet from her. I turn around and I see Janae holding the sides of her head and like shaking. And I go, Janae, what is wrong? And she starts crying and she says, Carolyn, she can't come. I'm having the best time of my life. My family says I've never been so relaxed. I'm sitting here in the sun in this most beautiful place listening to a podcast. I can't believe how happy I am.
Because of her health.
And she says, she's gone.
I want to address White Angel. White Angel, I guarantee you what is happening. You are putting in words that are banned either by YouTube or by our channel, and your messages are not even showing up. That's what's happening. There's not one person that is deleting your messages. They're not showing up. If you want to send me what you're typing, I can tell you what words are being triggered. And
Going to come and I'm going to have to be a prisoner in my room. I don't want to touch anything she touches. I don't want to be around her. I can't get sick. I said, Janae, she's not coming.
That was just too much.
She's not coming. Jackie thinks this is me. She didn't see Janae.
She's
She
totally
hasn't
blaming
seen
Carolyn.
anybody else. No one wanted that. But I get the blame for it, as most things. But yes, this was not me, and I hope and I pray that Jackie will understand this in time, that we are not writing her off as a friend. We are not holding that she did anything purposefully. Nobody
It was never
thinks
personal.
that. It's not a
She was
personal
making it
thing.
personal.
But Jackie is,
Well, she's disappointed.
she's disappointed
I
as,
know that. We feel that.
Yes.
we're disappointed.
Yeah.
We're disappointed that this happened. Nobody wanted this to happen.
And then after I said that, guys, then a couple hours later, I just went back and I wrote how I had to miss Lexi's open house last August, after we paid all that money, after we got ordered everything, had food and decorations and people, that we haven't seen in forever. I got sick and I couldn't go, but I went in my car, sat in the parking lot for like 20 minutes and waved at people, but I couldn't go anything. And I was telling her that in Slack.
Yeah.
I didn't go there and expose all those people. I don't know what I had. Maybe I was contagious, maybe I wasn't. And so that was in the back of my mind too, thinking, I missed this with Lexi, and that's a very important day, the graduation party. And was really looking forward to that. And, that happens though. It happens, and we were all being understanding.
I would think that if you would care about your friends, and if it was me, I'd be really afraid that I would make my friends sick, and
I would too, that's why.
I'd be really
I could have
afraid.
went, who would have known? I could have
Right.
went to Lexi's,
I know
it was outside,
right.
under a pavilion. I could have
Oh,
sat
I've given
there.
up a multitude of things in my lifetime because of illness.
It sucks. And Jackie, it's not personal. But you
We
just made
still
me
love you,
darn
Jack.
so
If you're
darn
listening,
mad.
Jackie, we still love you a lot.
You were making it seem like we were doing this on purpose or something. And we have to do this now, and we have to do that, and we have to do it right now. And that was just not right, Jackie.
Why would you think anybody would take pleasure in doing this to a person? We would never do that. This is Lisa D. I'm behind the camera.
See what they say. Hunger.
And I'm very sorry, Jackie,
Unexpected
about
things
all of it, 'cause
happen.
think
I
you're
do
a
as
nice
well,
lady.
Lisa do. Yeah, nobody
You are a
has
nice
any
lady.
grudge against you.
We can
Yeah,
get past this,
we
Jackie.
could get past it, Jackie. Nobody says that this is your fault.
And I am sorry, but I just kind of lost it last night after all this.
Because right away, it's like Jackie says, now I got the hotel room. You guys said you'd help with it. My hotel room was $500 for 2 nights. We almost fell off the chairs. $500 for 2 nights. And then she wants all of the money back for this, even though it was no refund stated. But now she wants all of the money back for this. Plus she wants additional money. That's why we were telling you, we're in a situation now where she wants all this money and just thinks that, and wants it now, this minute.
Yeah, it was demanding.
It
to do it
demanded
now,
this minute.
right now.
But this is a woman that is funding a lawsuit. Make that make sense, you guys. This is a woman that is paying tens of thousands of dollars, all done $50,000 to $100,000 or more for this lawsuit, being funded by her, but she is demanding this money right here. Isn't that funny?
You know, too much
A
for
few
2
people
days.
are so guilty that they
Jen,
sent her money already.
yes, Carol Lucy, 500 for 2
I can't
nights.
do that right away.
She said that was all that was available. Leslie Romani, I gotta remember your postcards today. Right, Farm Wife, exactly. Right, Farm Wife.
What part am I
And where's Leslie too?
What are they saying?
Farm Life, after the last few years of dealing with COVID, I think nearly everyone has had plans that had to be canceled at the last moment. And Leslie said, I would never dream of potentially risking anybody's health, especially the vulnerable ones.
And the thing is,
Jackie's gone, she left. She's somewhere else.
I think Jackie herself, if this story was
She's on
told
a different trip now.
and it wasn't Jackie, she would say the same thing, that you can't have that person come.
Yeah, this was all done on live, guys, this trip thingy. I wasn't even on it. Carolyn and everybody in chat, they were talking about it and they ended up doing it. And I said, heck yeah, I'll go too, whatever. I wouldn't miss it, you know, unless I got sick. Dip on the move.
So, that's the whole situation that you
And
let
she was just saying, you know, and I want this money right now. And that's when I said, with your attitude, I'm not giving you a dime. She's saying, I want it now. for
Not
you."
everybody can just pull that out of their hat, you know? That's,
You could just say, okay, you know, yeah, this really sucks. And I'd be more than happy to, you know. And I still will, I'm sure I'll give whatever, you know. Right, Linda, I know, Linda L. Disappointment so overwhelming, yes. Who wouldn't be terribly disappointed? But you can't blame all the other people that don't want you there because you might still be contagious. Why
but she's not blaming all the other people, she's blaming me.
Or pick out the lone assassin.
Right.
Yeah, she's
Blaming me like I held a gun to everybody's head to say,
Yeah.
and that's not true, because I was gonna leave, so it's not true.
Carol Lucy said, even if I got a hint my friends were nervous of catching something off of me, I'd understand. I'm sad she reacted that way.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, so I don't know what else, but you guys were all asking about Jackie, and I said we have to tell them honestly the truth, and that's it. Because we're not gonna badmouth her, she's still our friend, she's still our friend. If she doesn't wanna be our friend, that's on her.
I was crying when I was at the car with her.
Mm-hmm.
Tears were coming out.
Yeah. Linda was all upset, nobody was happy about it, we feel terrible for her, I feel terrible. We gave her shells too, yeah. We felt,
Jackie, we all feel bad.
nobody wants this, it's not against you personally.
No. But there is something going around.
And it's just,
In chat, they're talking about it.
And so many people here have that
immunocompromised, they're immunocompromised.
All of a sudden, I can't say it the last couple of days.
Nobody, you know, I'm gonna take you out to see the ocean, but nobody expects that. You know, nobody expected this, really. Of all the things we thought, this was not one of them, okay? Maybe people thought about COVID, yeah, we made sure we had vaccinations, boosters, this and that. Nobody was thinking of this virus, right? It was nobody's fault, nobody thought about it.
It's just, it's an unfortunate situation, a very unfortunate situation. And I don't know what, what else to say other than that. It's a very unfortunate situation. Nobody wanted it. So I don't know, you guys may think we are, I didn't see the chat, I heard what Scooter said, are we horrible? Hi Jen B, haven't seen you in ages and ages. Are we horrible people? What do we do? What do we do? Stomach viruses are horrible. Yeah, see, that's what I said, Millie. I said, it's bad enough, let's say someone here got sick while we were here. You cannot help that. You cannot. It's not even that she had a cold and someone said, okay, well, she's at the tail end of a cold. A cold is not that incapacitating. You could still sit on the beach with a cold. You could still take a cold medicine and maybe go around. With a stomach virus coming out of both ends, you're not doing anything but being next to a bathroom. Hi, Jilly Beams. Hi, Shopaholic. Haven't seen you in a long time. You want to see something? Look at the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. It certainly is, right? I took a picture of that. Right, Lycree? What can you do? What can you literally do? Do you put 10 people, today is 12 people because Rebecca and Debbie D are coming. Do you put 12 people at risk because of one person? I mean, it doesn't matter who the one person is. I know, DND. I can't imagine either, right? Being so excited, right, to get sick. Yes, but what can you do? What can you do? It's not fair to everyone else to pay for her expenses. I don't understand why she would think that. I don't know. I don't know. It's situation. The situation is not ideal for anyone. Nobody wanted this. Believe me, nobody wanted this. We were looking forward to meeting her, to crafting with her. Do you think if we didn't like her or want her here, it wouldn't happen? We feel terrible. Everybody feels terrible. I feel for her. Every time I'm picking up shells, I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, Jackie would, want to be doing this or whatever. We feel terrible, but what can we do? We could say, all right, let her come. But then what happens when people start getting sick? Then you say, oh, great, this was a great decision. And you know what it would be? Jackie would be on the beach and 10 people would be inside puking their guts up. Or worse, it would happen when people are leaving. People would have to get hotels on the road. So the expenses of 10 people then would be really messed up. Is she willing to pay for that? Is she? 10 people? You can't help getting sick. Yeah, right, Jen B? I don't know, because it's starting to feel like, but the thing is, it's being put on me. And then she told Nana Patty, Carolyn just needs to get over being a germaphobe. That's what she said. Carolyn just needs to get over that. And Nana Patty said, you don't understand. It's not just Carolyn. No matter how many times she says it, it's not just me. Oh my gosh. Janae was crying like you could not believe. Janae was holding her head and crying on the beach, thinking that she would not be able to sit out there anymore, that she would have to be in her room. Isn't it, Jimmy? So I don't know. I mean, everybody's wondering if, you're all going to think we're horrible people or whatever, but it was the only decision we could make. It happened to you on a Christmas vacation. I still can't. And everybody is upset about it. We gave her shells. We gave her gifts. We tried to do what we could. We tried to get her that stuff. What could we do? Cornelia, even food poisoning, I don't know if you've studied food poisoning, but you should look it up. Food poisoning is caused by a virus. Check it out. And food poisoning is contagious. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out, Cornelia. Hi, cute kitty kitty. When people say they have food poisoning, it's most often not food poisoning. If she had food poisoning, it would happen to the entire restaurant where she ate. People say that all the time, and it's not food poisoning, but even food poisoning is caused by a virus in most cases, okay, which is the norovirus. Believe me, we researched this heavily. We researched this. Hi, Daisy girl. And so yes, it was not a decision made lightly. Nobody wanted to know. I had to do this. I mean, nobody wanted to do this. Right, Liza? Stomach bugs are highly contagious. We're all a long way from home. Some people have severe medical conditions. You know, it's not a reasonable thing. And I'm sorry, we're very, very sorry, Jackie, and I hope that you listen to this and you understand. We're not writing you off as a friend. You know, you say, I thought you were my friends. I guess not. Can start bad-mouthing me goodbye. Nobody's bad-mouthing you, Jackie. Nobody thinks anything bad of you because you didn't plan to get sick. Hi, Biker's Wife. Biker's Wife, I know that I've got to get to you with Kat's address, but I probably won't be able to do that till I get back, but please save their napkins and I'll get back with you on that. Go have fun, yeah. And it's hard because, you you get a message like that and I'm cold, I'm heartless, I have, come on. I have a lot of heart. I care a lot about people. Your daughter caught Nora from school, brought it home, 5 days of agony, and another, exactly, Ava, exactly. And she was in severe pain, wanted to go to the emergency room. Your daughter was in the ER last night? Oh, wow. So what are you gonna do, right? Maybe when you do this, right, I mean, hi, Greg. It is an unfortunate situation, right? Yeah, nobody wants that. And I think so. I said that to Jackie. I hope in time you will understand. I know you're upset now. Exactly. You're upset. But nobody's writing you off as a friend. If we're friends, we don't do that. Why are you writing us off? You're immune compromised. I wouldn't have gone had she chosen to go. Exactly, Jen. And that's why I was going. I was saying just don't let her in the house while I pack up my stuff. All right. Thank you so much, Biker's Wife. What could we do? What could we do? But I wanted you all to understand it because you all were asking 1,000 questions last night, and that's the reason we were hinting around that we are going to have some options. I think some of you do want shelves, and I did bring some priority boxes with me, and I think we are, but I mean, it looks like we have to come up with a considerable amount of money here, and this was not planned for. So, yeah. Exactly, Ginger. Yes, Nana Patty could be very impacted by it. Hey, Kubi. I hear Scooter laughing. I didn't even know Scooter was out here.
I just came out here.
Oh, gosh, I didn't even hear you. I know, Sassy. We didn't realize that was the cost. Like we said, we'll help with the hotel or something, but we didn't realize that it was going to be, that is more $500, guys. Can I tell you something? Hold on a minute. Let me sit down for a second. $500 is more than any of us are paying for this trip, which is actually 7 full days and 2 half days. Okay? It's almost $200 more than any of us are paying for our stay here for the hotel room. Do you understand, for 2 days? Ideally, she should have stayed at the hotel in Charleston. I don't understand why she drove while she was sick. I don't get it. I don't get it. So that I don't understand. But what are you going to do? You have that virus and it puts you down. Exactly, crime scene cleaner. Right. It's going to put you down. You're going to be sick. We're all going to be sick. And then, horrible. And we've got to drive, fly, do stuff. You know? So that's the whole thing. To stay in Charleston. Yeah. It was $88 a night or something like that. Yeah, you know, but it was just the way things were. And I mean, I'm hurt. What she said to me, I'm hurt by the things she said. I am hurt. You call me cold, you call me heartless, you know, I'm the one that's doing this, I should get over my germophobia. No, I'm sorry, it's not me. It's 10 people. Biker's Wife, you're welcome to come. We'd like to do this every year here. We'd like to do this every year here. This is gorgeous. We could even do a series of homes and have more people come. It is so gorgeous here. If we do it in advance, we probably could get homes that are right next to each other. It's gorgeous. I would love to do this again. Yeah, Greg. Yeah. Hi, Linda, Lee. It's okay. I know. I am. I feel like I have big shoulders. Just lay it on me. I know she's, yes, I understand that. I know. That's why I'm saying I really hope she will come to an understanding. I really do, because we're not writing her off as a friend, and we hope she doesn't mean that she's writing us off as a friend. Maybe next year, Biker's Wife. It's gorgeous. It is so gorgeous, and I'm going crazy. I sit in the bed at 6:11, and I want to be at the beach at 6:11. I don't want to get up because of Lisa, but then and then we get to talking, and the next thing we know, it's getting late. You have to come, Jen B. We're having the greatest time. You know, I told you what I did to Scooter at the restaurant last night. I kept telling everybody she was our mom. No, please don't let my mom bother you. Oh my gosh. And then Linda, you wouldn't expect Linda just comes out with these things. And she comes up with these things and she'll just say something at the restaurant like, it's out of nowhere, but it's hysterical. And we just look at each other and start laughing. I could not stop laughing. I broke out in hysterics at the restaurant. They would just look over at me and I was doing that laugh, you know, when you can't even breathe. Because I would think about something. And really, it's very hard for me to relax on vacation. It's very hard for me to kick back. It's very, very hard. And that's why my husband, my kids were all saying, I'm so happy for you, Mom. You need this, you need this, you need this. And
Carolyn, I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm gonna warm up my dinner for breakfast.
You're gonna have flounder for breakfast? Okay. But that's the whole thing. And with this whole thing hanging over for 2 days, it's taken time out of what we're doing, number one, but what it was doing to my head. I was waking up with a stress freaking headache every morning. Today, knock on wood, there was no headache when I got up. Okay?
I was saying, this is gonna, the way things were going, it was still like dampering our vacation over and over and over. And I don't know, hey, Eva, I haven't seen you in so long. Yes, I know, and you don't know, because I've had a very hard time on vacations to relax, to not have anxiety about stuff. And that's why my daughter says, my gosh, I've never seen my mother like this on vacation, please take care of her. She keeps telling everybody, please take care of my mother. Like I'm a little kid, please take care of my mother. But yeah, it's been like, it's really fun. Like I've never ever in my life gone on a vacation like this. I've never gone on a vacation, without my family, with a bunch of women, mostly women, Kevin and Carrie are not. But coming home and having people in the kitchen, it's the closest thing to like being back in a dorm or a sorority house or something like that. And all of that. So it's all very nice. Well, Cornelia, yes, that was very nice, but like Scooter said last night, we would have found a way to make it happen. We would have found a way to make it happen. We were intent on that. She did step up and do that, but we would have found a way to make it happen.
It's a good trip for 4 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After this video, we're gonna come.
Right. Yeah. Well, like Linda said, we've been on a guilt trip for 4 days, and now we're going to get out of it. Now we're going to just fully enjoy it and move on with this. And we told you guys, because that was hard. And if anybody does want shells and wants us to auction some shells, we'll see. We're going to go to another thing. We may even be going to Special Island. I'm behind in the line. I want to say I love you, ladies. Yeah. Thank you. So no more guilt, right, Carol Lucy? Gotta let it go. I mean, it's really bad. Everybody feels bad. Everybody feels bad. Hey, Oakley, Clancy, how are you guys? You want sand? Do you? I did take sand because I have a little jar, Kubi, and it says sand from my favorite beach, and I have sand. Do you really want sand? Kubi, are you serious? Do you really want sand? There's the most beautiful quartz rocks. Did you see them, sand? They're granite or quartz. They're beautiful colors. Oh my gosh, there are so many beautiful things. I found shells yesterday that I hadn't seen before. There's something new on this ocean, like every day, and I go like, I haven't seen it before. I was only here one full day, but I go like, I haven't seen this. You should have seen me. We stopped at this one beach before dinner, and I could not believe the shells. I could not stop. If they didn't stop me, I had a hoodie on, right? And it's one of these stretchy hoodies. It's one of those sun hoodies, so you know what kind of material it is, right? So it'll stretch. I had the pockets. Lisa D took a picture and sent it to Jimmy. I must have had 50 pounds of shells in my pocket. The pocket of my hoodie was down almost on my knees. It was bulging out. You should see the way I had to walk to the car. And when we got to the car, we opened up the back of my van, and Lisa got some plastic bags, and she goes, okay, empty your pockets now. And we were literally standing there and acting like I was like being stopped. Officer, please, I have nothing. I kept pulling shells out, and she goes, there's not more shells. I'm like, there's more shells. She goes, no, there's not. I did it for so long. And literally we were there for 10 freaking minutes. But I was just beyond. And I still want to go back. She's trying to book a charter for this island that has like, I don't know, it's just.
Okay, so you got this situation here. There's another one. We've showed you the other video multiple times, and it's like, but this woman still is going on that it was me. And so in order to punish me, she is going to fund a lawsuit, okay? That's a losing lawsuit because you have seen the facts of this. Please look it up if you don't believe me, okay? Look up lawsuits about this, about fair use. And lawsuits, mostly they're the other way, okay? When they're like me, as if I'm suing Heather. The other way around, somebody trying to sue to say that a DMCA was not proper, go look at the cases of that. Just take a little look-see for yourself, and you will see exactly what I mean. And so Jackie, you want to come up? You want to talk about this like an adult? Okay? You want to get everybody here that was on that vacation? Let's do it. Be an adult. Because what are you doing? Literally, Heather cannot afford this lawsuit. She cannot. The only reason this is going through is because of Jackie. And it's all fueled because it's revenge. It's absolute revenge. Tell me it isn't, Jackie. Please, tell me it isn't. Tell me what it is. Hold on, I'm going to end with something before we do word cookie, something real quick. When did we... Hold on a minute. Hold on a second here. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Let's go to, hold on one sec. Oh, I know why. Oh, how stupid. Hold on a minute, guys. I know why. Elmo's World. January, okay. July, hold on. I believe this is it. I thought I had this in its own video. I really did. Didn't I put this in its own video? Or maybe it's in the lives. Okay, I think it is in a live or something. But I'll just use this one. Hold on. Hang on. That would be right here, I believe it is. Let me make sure this is it. Yeah. Okay. We'll just look at this. I know we did put this out and it is in a full video. Whoopsie. Hold on a minute. To Jackie. To Jackie.
Jackie, we really love you, but we're just afraid for Nana. Here that have
Everyone, not just Nana Patty, everyone.
Everyone, not just
I'm
Nana
not
Petty.
the
That's what
only
they-
person that's concerned. I may be a germaphobe, but the fear is real.
And so far, we've only had to wipe the sinks down 3 times a day for Carolyn, but, you know, we enjoy it.
Right.
And handles.
And the handles. Uh-huh.
The refrigerator.
And the refrigerator handles, and no double dipping. Where's Scooter?
Here,
Right over here.
see, we're making,
Oh, there's Scooter. Scooter, do you want to say anything to Jackie?
we're making it silly. Erase this. Is this live?
This is just for us,
Oh.
not live.
Say anything?
Yeah. Anything for
Feeling
Jackie?
better, Jackie. I hope you don't blame us. And especially, as you said, the one germaphobe. It's not her fault, for real, Jackie. Don't blame her, okay? Because it was unanimous. We all want you to be here.
Yeah, we feel
You
terrible.
wash your hands 9 times just in the morning.
Yeah, and every time we talk about it, I wash my hands again.
Yes.
Yeah,
Don't, it's nothing, you know, it's nothing personal. Of course we want you here.
right,
And I'm not the only, and she's not the only germaphobe, I am too.
right.
Oh,
And
she
Nancy,
is
you
too.
heard of?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
see?
can't take any chances.
Yeah, nobody can. We can't. We can't, Jackie, sorry.
Just happy to meet you.
But let's look at the ocean. Let's look at the ocean with the GoPro. I'm gonna go down, I have to go down to my car and get the,
Carolyn, nobody noticed.
yes, Linda did. Linda did.
I wanted to put this over by Sharon's chair. You know, where Karen sits.
I told you what I did to her yesterday, right?
No.
I went running down here and go, Sharon, Sharon, get off the beach, get off the beach, what are you doing?
Oh, yes,
And
yes,
she,
you did.
and then she really thinks she's a rip. Stop picking my shells. Go
I'm
off.
going out there.
I'm going out too. Yes, she goes, I picked her the nicest one.
Yeah, they even gave Jackie one of these really nice whelk shells that was on the stairs. Okay, so there you are again. We have, again, unanimous, okay, but, you know, that'll never be good enough. It will always be seen another way. If you want it to be seen that way, Jackie, like, really, unbelievable. So, I don't know what else to say except that hold on a second. I don't know where. Okay, it's word cookie time. Didn't Ramblers help pay for the lunch after the funeral? Yes, Linda. Yes, they did. She got, I think, we could look back on it, $500 or $600. Exactly. I think it was done in private video to document what happened. Everyone voted. Right. Everyone had things going on in life. Yeah. You all know what was going on in the USA at that time. Yeah, that's what there is, okay? And I'm sorry about that. And Jackie, like, seriously, it's unbelievable when you think about it that whatever it was such a big deal, but you have taken this to the point of not caring, of spending thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And for what? To what end? To what end? To piss it away? Because that's exactly what you're doing. How are you going to get paid back? How are you going to get paid back from Heather? Yeah, it's a shame. And she did go somewhere else. I think she ended up going to Myrtle Beach or something. Or Hilton Head or something like that. But again, this is all just stuff that is just mob mentality. If all of us are saying it, it has to be true. No, it doesn't. No, it isn't. It's not just because you have a mob of people saying something doesn't make it true. No. Cults aren't true. And there are mobs of people saying the same thing, right? Come on. That's the stupidest line in the whole book. No, show the freaking receipts. If all of us are saying it, it has to be true. Jurist. Oh, hey, isn't that funny? Sometimes we get right. Isn't that funny? Look at that. Jurist, that's probably a sign we're winning the trial, right? Jurists. Isn't that right? Trust. Let's go. Trust and believe. All right, let's see. They don't have receipts, right? No, just a mob, little lady, just a mob of people with a false narrative. Okay, I think that's it for today. It's been a grueling, very crazy time. I urge you to donate to the legal fund if you can. Get a membership, upgrade a membership, get a Patreon, upgrade